guys, Dave here again from JDH Reptiles. Today we're going to do my top 5 holdbacks from the 2023 season. Now, I'm going to do a top 5. It was really hard to narrow it down because we did produce a lot of great animals. Matter of fact, some of them that we produced that probably should have been holdbacks we ended up selling. But definitely, I would say these 5 animals are probably some of the best that we produced here in 2023. So let's jump right into this. We're going to start off with what I think to be probably one of the coolest Desert Ghost combos that we produced here this year. Alright guys, so at number 5 we have the Pastel Pinstripe Het Red Exanthic Yellow Belly Desert Ghost. This thing, lots of beautiful pattern, really clean, super bright. Pastel and Desert Ghost work amazing together. This animal is just going to get brighter and brighter as time goes on. It's such a cool animal. So awesome that we produced this one, because this is kind of what I was shooting for. And when I saw it come out of the egg, I was just super happy. And I'm glad that we were able to hold this one back and use it for a future breeder. So this would be number 5. Again, Pastel Pinstripe Het Red Exanthic Yellow Belly Desert Ghost. Alright guys, and at number 4, we're going to leave the Desert Ghost complex, and we're going to move into the Lace complex. This year, I should say in 2023, we were hoping to hit multiple Lace combos, and we really only ended up with one clutch, but it was a really nice clutch, and I definitely feel like we held the best one back. So we're going to jump into that one right now. Alright guys, and here's number 4. This is amazing. This is a Pastel Yellow Belly Calico Lace. I guess they turned out absolutely amazing. I was hoping to get a few other lace pairings in last year and get some other combos, but we'll take this one. This will be a great breeder for the future to help move that lace project along. So definitely happy with this. This ends up being number 4 on the list. Alright guys, and number 3. So as we get closer to the top, these are getting really hard for me because, like I said, we made so many really nice combos this year, and this one is really nice. And it may not be the best looking combo that we produced this year, but it is definitely, genetically, it's amazing. So this puts us into the Acid Project. We made some Acid Highway stuff this year and some Acid Ivory stuff this year that looks tremendous. But to me, I do think that the Highway Project takes away a little bit from the Acid itself. So for number 3, it's going to be a Pastel Yellow Belly or Gravel Acid Blackhead. And here it is, guys. I mean, if you like dark jeans, you can't get much better than that. So this, again, is Pastel Yellow Belly or Gravel Blackhead Acid. I mean, beautiful, nice belly. You don't get that acid black line going down the belly. It looks like with the yellow belly mixed in there. At least I find I don't get it with the yellow belly mixed in. So, but you do get all this beautiful checkering, the yellow in the belly. I mean, it's definitely very disruptive. And then the blackhead just cranks the darkness up 100-fold. I mean, acid is already a dark gene, and when you pair, add blackhead to it, it just makes it so much darker. This animal is not in shed. It is actually this freaking dark. So again, pastel, yellow belly, or gravel. Shed test eventually, but I'm not too concerned because I don't think I'm going to put the acid gene into any more highway combos. So I'm not too concerned. I'm actually going to try and push this one a little bit different in the next year or so. But anyways, pastel, blackhead, acid, yellow belly, or gravel. And that is going to be number 3. Alright guys, before we jump any further, I wanted to go back and say that the first one I showed you, number 5, that beautiful DG combo, that is a male. So he's our male holdback for the year. The lace combo, that actually is a female that we're going to hold back for the future. And then the blackhead acid combo, that is also a female too. So again, another reason why I'm not super hurried to get the shed test results or send in a shed to get results and see if it's gravel or yellow belly, because that girl is staying here. She's got time anyways, and by the time she gets up to breed size, I'll probably have a plan of which way I want to take that acid project again anyways. So right now it's no hurry. I haven't jumped into trying to collect a shed and get it tested. But these last two, the last two are awesome. Number 2, many people might not think it's super crazy, or why would it be number 2? Why is it so high on the list? Genetically, it is a powerhouse, but it doesn't have multiple genes. But for me, it is a project that I am super, super excited about. We've been working it a couple years, and I can't wait to continue to breed these animals, make new combos, start putting recessives into everything, and seeing where I can take it. And that's going to be the Lori project. All right, so here it is. This is a male, and the pairing on this, so we produce this out of a Lori double het VPI exanthic genetic stripe to a double het VPI exanthic genetic stripe. We only got one genetic stripe, and it definitely wasn't a Lori. And it wasn't, I can't remember. No, I don't think it was. It was not a exanthic. But we got 3 male Lori VPI exanthics. I shed test all 3 of them, and all 3 came back het for genetic stripe. So we kept one. We have one for sale, and we sold one so far. So this here is a male Lori VPI exanthic het genetic stripe. So we still have the male, and we actually have a female, both breeding this year, Lori double hets. This male obviously is not ready to breed this year, but he will be next year. And I do have plans for this project involving both the VPI exanthic and genetic stripe. So I don't know how well the combo is going to look in genetic stripe form, but a peek into the future, I think it's going to look amazing when you put it with clown. So making a VPI exanthic Kiki, so VPI exanthic genetic stripe clown, and the Lori on top of that, I think may definitely push this project a lot further. But genetic stripe on its own tends to blow the pattern out and really dirty up the animal. And I don't know if the Lori is going to be something you'll be able to see very well in it. But this is him. And this is number 2. Mainly number 2 because not only was I really trying to get this, but I also am super stoked about this project and look forward to the future of it and where we could take it from here. So to be able to move a project you've been working on for a couple of years and to get to this point, it's super, for me, it's super happy, super stoked to be able to do that. And it just helps me get a little bit closer to that next step. So again, male, VPI exanthic, Lori, 100% het, genetic stripe. He looks like he wants a strike. Alright guys, and last but not least, we come to number 1. Now, this is tough, because to pick one animal out of the multiples we made this year is really tough. And I don't mean out of the multiple animals we made, but out of the multiple animals we made in this project. It's going to be a sunset project. And we made a lot of really cool sunset animals. We made a lot of cool hets also. A lot of female coral glow hets and female coral glow visuals too, which is awesome. And it's awesome for you guys because we have those available as well. But our holdbacks, I think we held back 4 visuals. And to pick one is so tough. But I do have one, I think, that I'm super stoked to see where it's going to go, what it's going to look like in a year from now. Let's just jump right into it. All right, guys, so this is a sunset. It's a female. It's a coral glow. But, so the pairing on this was a pewter sunset, so pastel cinnamon, to a coral glow lesser. And of course, both were sunsets. So I think, looking at this, I believe, which it's turning around on me, it's probably like looking at my hand and wanting to strike. I think this is a coral glow lesser pastel sunset. There may be cinnamon in it. I'm not sure. But it's a female. And I just think it's so cool. It's so hard to show you guys this animal. I've taken photos, and the photos don't do it justice. There is pattern in there. That sunset pattern is in there. There's a lot of like up and down alien heads. If this was a easier animal to see due to the color, the pattern would be so busy. Because when you get really close, which not going to be able to do here on camera, you could see the pattern in this animal, and it's absolutely crazy. Now I'm going to show you one other animal, and it's in this project, and it's this one here. So this is definitely cinnamon. I think this is pastel lesser cinnamon sunset. But I think it's coral glow too. I'm just not 100% sure. It's a male. So, to move this girl out of the way. It's a male, which is nice. But I just don't know. It's dirty like cinnamon on the head. And I don't know. It's got like a yellowish color to it. But that could be the lesser. So, technically, being that this is a female making coral glow, my coral glow stuff should be female, but I did make a lesser sunset that's a female, that's not coral glow. And being that this is a male, I don't think it's coral glow, but this would be my runner-up in the sunset stuff. This thing's really cool too. But going back here, and I'm going to swap these two out, this one here is definitely my number one. That is Coral Glow Lesser Pastel Sunset. Maybe cinnamon, I don't know. It's a female, we got time to figure it out. The eye stripes are very, very reduced on it. So that gives me an idea, maybe it's cinnamon also. But regardless, it is just super amazing. Such a beautiful animal. It's a great eater. And in a couple years, it'll be a great breeder. Alright guys, so that's it for my top 5. But I did want to show you one runner-up. And it's not a runner-up for first place. It's kind of like a runner-up for, I guess, for 6th place. Or for 5th place. I don't know. It's super cool. Genetically, it's super cool. It's a pos het that I haven't had shed tested yet. But it wraps in a whole bunch of genes that I really like. It's amazing in color. And I don't know. I'm just stoked about it. It's a beautiful animal. A lot of our holdbacks I really like. But this one kind of, every time I open a tub, I'm always like, you know, damn, that is so nice. So I just want to take a moment and show that to you. and then we'll edit out, we'll cut out this video. But let me grab that one for you. All right, guys, here it is. So this here, I mean, looking at the pattern, see how busy the pattern is, how blown up it is. I can only guess at the moment what this animal is. And I believe this is coral glow, pinstripe, black pastel, yellow belly, and probably orange dream. Now it's also possible het for genetic stripe because its dad was a super coral glow calico het genetic stripe. I don't think there's calico in this. It doesn't have a lot of white, but the pattern is very, very broken up. And I want to think that's just because of the yellow belly. But genetically, I'm not sure. But this thing is really cool. So I'm gonna bring this a little bit closer to the camera. All right, so here it is. I mean, the pattern, how orange it is, how broken up on the bottom it is. It's got the purple, which is indicative of like cinnamon or black pastel, a dark gene with the coral glow. Man, it's just such a very cool animal. So the pairing on this, at the time we weren't sure what it was. It was an ivory that could have had pinstripe, it could have had black pastel, could have had orange dream. And again, the sire was a super coral glow het G-stripe, calico, sorry, super coral glow calico het G-stripe. So we know that the mother did prove to be pinstripe and black pastel. Unfortunately, orange dream to me is so hard to see in coral glow. I'm gonna see if I can amp the colors up a little bit, just because it really is that bright. And I'm not gonna be able to get this to show you really, but I mean, the oranges are like deep like that. I mean, it's just incredible. So this could have orange dream, which would make the female an ivory, black pastel, yellow belly OD. Otherwise, it's just black pastel, pinstripe, yellow belly, coral glow, posset G-stripe. And again, I'm not sure about calico. It's tough. It's possible, but I don't know. With the way the pattern is, it's so hard to say whether or not this is calico. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for our holdbacks from 2023. Again, I could have put a lot more into this as far as other genes. Could have done like a top 10 easily, but I wanted to condense it down, and it was hard enough to pick 5 really amazing animals out of the ones we made this year. 2024, with the pairings that we're trying for this year, I think this season potentially could blow any of these holdbacks out of the water. But only time will tell. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave this the way it is. I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to try and critique it. I'm just going to leave it. That's where I came down and looked at the animals, and that's what I picked. That's my top 5. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Love to hear what you guys think, where maybe you would have changed those up. But if you have any questions, you can leave those down below, or you can reach out to me, Facebook, Instagram, email. Check the links down below to our Morph Market page. We do have some animals available. We are shipping as of this week. So depending on weather around the world, or around the United States and your weather in particular, will depend whether or not we can ship right now. But shipping is back open for us as of Tuesday. So you guys take care. We'll see you on the next video.